If I am too quiet, turn this up because the sound quality and the vision quality of this video for right now, for some reason, I can't figure it out because my volume of the microphone is on full, but for some reason GooTube is being stupid. So it's horrible and it sucks, I know. I don't know why. But anyhow, have this turned up. Um, I had a couple of crazy. I'm gonna try to post a few videos, not just one today. So keep your eyes peeled for some others. Um, I had 3 dreams lately that I need to talk about. The first one is, because the first one I had a while back that I didn't post because I was working on something else, and finally I got that post, the Ball Machine interview. But this one had a lot of biblical messages, and I felt that I needed to um, talk about this one. Uh, First of all, me and my fiance were in a dark place, and the place was made up of concrete, and it's like a dark alleyway or something. There were no people but just me and him. Then all of a sudden, a guy appeared and just started talking to him. So I left those two to talk to each other, and I went up to this electrical outlet. All of a sudden, this whole lively city started flickering in and out. It started appearing and disappearing, like the city was an illusion or something. And it was partially decorated in Christmas lights, and there was a huge snowman and stuff, and it was all flickering in and out, like a city of illusion or something, and or an illusion of a city or something, and um, yeah, there was a big snowman, Christmas lit or whatever, and that was it made me curious what was there because it was like on top of a building or something, and me and my fiance went there, and it turned out to be a snow cone stand, and uh, we went to go get some snow cones, right? My fiance handed me a $5 bill, and the guy behind the counter said that it was going to be $1 per syrup, so I said just 4 syrups then. And he said, "No, that's okay, honey, I'll give you more money." So I said, "Okay then." And this lady's stacking sweets on top of 2 plates, uh, and telling me she needs to get rid of these sweets. So, there's these plates, and they have sweets on them, and she's gonna hand them to me like they're for free, but she wants me to pay for them. And I said I didn't order those, ma'am, so I'm not gonna pay for them. And she said, "Oh, it's okay. It's just $1 each, and like I'm gonna pay for it anyways." So my fiance throws $2 up there before I could say anything else. So $5 and $2, so we paid $7 total. And we went to go find. I took the sweets. I took the snow cone, and we were looking for a place to sit down to eat and enjoy our stuff. I saw a bench. I went to the bench instead of going and sitting with my fiance. And Roger Smith was there talking about mysteries, murder mysteries or something, and a lot of people have been killed, and they can't figure out the mystery, or he can't figure out the mystery. He gets up and goes to the snow cone thing. He's all depressed about these people dying or whatever. And I'm talking to him, and all of a sudden, his villain. Now these are cartoon characters. They're off of Big O. So that's the weird part of my dream. Well, he comes out and he starts pulling these levers, and there's these trapdoors falling underneath us and stuff, and we're jumping, trying to avoid these trapdoors, and finally we're next to these stairs, and he pulls another lever, and the trapdoor comes open. Roger Smith falls down. I jump off of the trapdoor just in time. So, since Roger Smith fell down, the villain was after me next, and he sent his thugs after me. And I jumped on the railing of the stairs and slid down and ran. And I saw my apartments, and I ran underneath the stairs that led up to them because I felt like it wasn't safe to go under there or go into the apartment because I'd be trapped. So I ran past all the apartments, ended up into a neighborhood of houses. But what was so weird about it was there were no cars, there were no people, there was nothing. There was just houses. And but I felt like there were people inside of the houses, and I was trying to look for a place to go to that was safe. And I thought, well, you never know who could be behind the doors, getting ready to blow your head off with a shotgun or something, you know. And so I just went through this neighborhood, and I think I lost them at this point. I ended up in an area with a bunch of crowded buildings. One building that caught my eye looked kind of like an apartment, and it was like a rundown looking place, and I felt like I was in danger there. So I wanted to get out of there, and I was looking around, and still no people, you know. I noticed how close together these buildings are, and I noticed one in particular that's linear that has a lineup of at least 7 to 10 doors, probably more than that, maybe 20, I don't know. Just a lot of them. And they looked like safe doors, and they were silver, but they had like a handlebar that you turn like that, and it was kind of like a furnace. It made me think of furnaces to burn things, and so since I looked at those doors, it was kind of medieval looking too, or something. I don't know. It was weird. All of a sudden, people started appearing everywhere and started talking to each other like everything was hunky-dory fine. So all of a sudden, I felt like this place was safe. All of a sudden, I go to the building that looks like an apartment. I go in there and I'm looking for police. I talk to this white lady. This tall black man comes up to me and says, "What do you need?" And I said, "I'm looking for the police." And he said, "I am a cop," or "I was a cop," or something like that. Either way, he said he had something to do with the cops. So he had me sit down uh, in a waiting room. It was like behind a room separator or something like that. And he had me sit down, and he was at a printer, and a lot of other people were using the printer. He turns and looks at me with a friendly face, saying, "Well, what's going on?" And I said, "A man is trying to kill my brother." And so he prints out these papers, and when he turns around to talk to me again, he's Barack Obama. I know that's crazy, but that's what happened. But he looked like he was turning evil, but at the same time, he was acting all nice and friendly and stuff. And he came up to me, gave me these papers, and said, "This is what you need." And I looked at the papers, and it said 1.4.4 Magnum, or 4.1, or something like that. 1.4.1 or something like that. It's weird. But anyhow, that's